Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 bot AI cast. And we have got ourselves something special. A bot that I don't believe I've cast before on this channel. Or if I did, it would have been a long time ago. Anyway, we have got DominionDog, a Terran bot in the top left that has been playing versus quite a few of the bots on the ladder I saw. So I thought, all right, I'll check it out and see how it does. Taking on DominionDog is going to be not Zoe, but EvilZoe in a ZVT, but more importantly, a bot versus bot match. So ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy games and want to see more of these new bots, make sure to go ahead and click that like button. Let's go for like 4.5 likes on this video. I don't know how you get the extra half in there, but just figure it out. Leave a comment down below, as that does help with the YouTube algorithm. You can say more bots, or let me know what, I don't know. What's something controversial that's good for the comments? How you like your steak? That's probably a good one. And yeah, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Join the Discord, which is linked down below if you want to join the community. We have got DominionDog going for what looks like a Reaper expand and what is a Reaper expand. So just macroing up pretty darn quickly. The timings are interesting, just because, of course, that speed mining is in effect. So DominionDog mining away with the speed mining. Of course, EvilZoe is too, as these bots all kind of have to do that as a requirement now. We've got a Roach Horn going up for EvilZoe, and we did indeed see Burrowed Roach timing. So that's going to be a good test for DominionDog to see how good it is, as if you're going to be a bot, you got to learn how to deal with burrowed Zerg units, particularly roaches. Now we've got that Reaper coming across the map, going to start shooting away at one of these drones, but then two Lings do start chasing it away. Goes into the corner there, but kills one of the Lings. We'll see if it gets the other as it begins working away on these. So gets the second, that's nice. And probably going to get the third, it looks like. Will it get number 4? The nice thing about being a bot is you never get tired. Like, if I'm a human, well, okay, I guess the secret's out. I'm actually a bot. But, no, like, if you're playing Starcraft 2 and you're a Terran and you're microing that Reaper, unless you're like a pro player in a tournament, you're like, oh man, I don't want to do that. Lings take so long to kill, or at least it seems like a long time when you're actually microing that Reaper and then you're trying to macro properly. We do see EvilZoe pulling back the injured Lings. We'll still lose another one, so the Reaper of DominionDog is getting a bit of work done. As far as scouting, I'm not sure how much it's actually reacting to, but it is keeping the pressure on its opponent. And I think this is some of the most damage I've seen a Reaper get done in a while. It does hang around that Queen for a little bit, then eventually pulls away though. Where will it go? Will it go all the way home, or just retreat till it hits full HP? It looks like it may be meeting up with its Hellion buddy. Just gonna go back, heal up, then get back into the fight. It looks like while this is going on, DominionDog is still making those Hellions, just a single Hellion at a time out of a factory, getting out some Marines, and a third command center on the way already. Now that, I mean, I love the macro, but I'm a little concerned because DominionDog will be on the receiving end of an attack. However, there is a Raven on the way, which is very important when it comes to dealing with this Burrowed Roach shenanigans, and it is shenanigans to the highest level, as there's going to be at least 13 roaches here for EvilZoe. That is no small amount. That is a 2-basing Zerg going up against a Terran bot that has got a third command center building on the low ground. At least there is a Marauder on the way, Combat Shield on the way for DominionDog. I really have no idea what this bot's going to do, so it is interesting, but what this bot may do could be just die, as the roaches are crossing the map. Now there is that Raven out that can reveal these roaches if it's microed correctly, and it's all going to depend on the unit positioning, whether DominionDog can handle this or not. I mean, Hellions can buffer, they're not going to kill any of these roaches. The Marines are coming on in. Will the Reaper toss a grenade, a hero grenade perhaps, 2 of those roaches do die. EvilZoe isn't attempting to burrow them, seeing as how there is that Raven on top, so that's an important adjustment there. We do see that Marauder doing what it can. Unfortunately, things are looking a little bit problematic. We have DominionDog saying 509Z late. I'm not sure what that stands for. Late roach defense. Well, at least DominionDog has got some very specific programming to handle this, which is good to see. I mean, there is another Marauder out. Lots of SCVs are dying, but, I mean, DominionDog hasn't taken critical damage yet. It's still in trouble as these roaches are gobbling up so many SCVs. Good targeting by EvilZoe. 2 Marauders are out now, dealing lots of damage to the roaches, though, so those ones will be cleaned up. There's more coming towards the front. We got to remember, though, behind this, DominionDog has 3 command centers, but this one is burning. We'll see if it lifts off or just dies. Oh, if this command center burns, that's going to be so sad. It's just in SCV building mode. It will not lift off. The CC did not save itself. That is tragic for DominionDog. So instead of having what could have potentially been an economic lead, now it's pretty much on par economically with EvilZoe. But behind this, EvilZoe's getting up 2 expansions. We see the attack results being huge success for EvilZoe there. I mean, that was, what, 31 dead SCVs. Lots of roaches perished during that, but I mean, it killed the 1 command center too. If it hadn't killed the command center, I'd say DominionDog is in a pretty alright spot. Now I'm a little bit concerned, though. We'll just have to see how much redundancy this bot has, as it is now going to have to play without one of its command centers. I'm a little bit confused by the lack of orbital command already by DominionDog. I mean, those orbitals are mighty important. It's still got a decent army out for now, though. Lots of Marauders. There's even some of those Banshees out, or a Banshee out. 2 Banshees out, hanging out back at the base. That will be very helpful when it comes to defending, although it may not need to defend for a while. We'll see if EvilZoe is going to attack on in or not. DominionDog will move down, kill that burrowed Ling, which is nice. Tosses down an auto turret. Good to see a bot handling those burrowed Lings at the expansions. That's a good test for a Terran bot. We've got the Ravens being pretty gung-ho when it comes to tossing down the auto turrets, it seems, for DominionDog, but I'm honestly okay with that, because I think we see more often than not problematic lack of Raven spell use. Like, I mean, if you're just tossing down the turrets, it's whatever. It's much better than just pooling the energy and never actually using it. We see a beautiful split on that bio as the Lings surge forward. I'm not sure how helpful that is, though, as the Lings are still getting the wraparound, but pretty good engagement by DominionDog, it seems, and EvilZoe is going to run on out of there. So that was a great defense by the Terran bot. I am interested to see if DominionDog will transition out of this, rebuild that 3rd base or not. I'm guessing not. If it didn't have the behavior to lift the base off, I get the feeling that it's not going to... I get the feeling that it's not going to actually replace that. But we do see DominionDog now pushing across the map, actually switching to attack mode after defending that attack, and this looks like a nice push by the Terran bot. Gonna potentially kill off what is the 5th base of EvilZoe. I mean, those Spore Crawlers are getting killed. The Banshees are problematic too, and we do actually have a new command center on the way, at least, which is mighty impressive. Army supply is still vastly in favor of DominionDog. This is not a position the Zerg wants to be. Now, they are fighting on creep. The Raven and Banshees aren't really helping out too much, but they are cloaking. So it looks like EvilZoe is getting a pretty good surround. The Hellions also weren't here, so not the best engagement for DominionDog against this Ling composition, but it's still pushing in a little bit, although lots of Lings are coming on in. Marauders are not what you want against Zerglings. Where are those Hellions? They are slacking. Looks like they have been assigned Ling duty on the left-hand side of the map. More bio is coming on in here, but they're very split up. Banshees are causing problems, though. One shooting a Roach Warren, one shooting just Lings that run on by. DominionDog even adding in Medivacs. Getting the 3rd base on the way is very important, and EvilZoe hasn't had a chance to produce that many drones. It's only at 38 drones to 48 workers of DominionDog. We'll have to pay attention to see if SCVs transfer to that new building command center or not. The Banshees are actually going to kill off the Roach Warren. That is disastrous for EvilZoe. We'll see if it replaces that or not. EvilZoe is making queens, seemingly in response to these Banshees, fearing them, that it doesn't have the anti-air to handle them. I get the feeling that it will try and pounce on them once that more queens are out. But it also, does it have a lair? Yeah, there is a lair, so there should be an overseer for EvilZoe, but there is not just yet. So the Banshee's causing quite a bit of problems for EvilZoe. We do see Lings and Roaches potentially planning, Roaches and Ravagers now potentially planning for another attack on DominionDog. And man, oh man, DominionDog is looking pretty darn good this game. Getting turrets up at all its bases now. I love to see that. Looks like it did transfer SCVs to that base. It's rebuilding the one that it lost. DominionDog, by the way, I think I should note, it did win a Probots tournament. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago, apparently. But I'm just amazed that it hasn't been on my radar. Now we do see DominionDog coming on in once more, avoiding those Corrosive Biles. Good to see that's programmed. The Queens are targeting down the Medivacs, which is problematic, but I think the trades are still pretty darn good for DominionDog. Marauders and Queens are trying to handle this bio. Looks like there's still quite a bit more to be dealt with, though. Some of these Queens are hanging back. I wonder if it's because of Banshees? No, the Banshees are not there. They did get cleaned up, but this is still really problematic for EvilZoe. If this other base goes down, that's going to hurt. There is another hatchery getting on up, and it looks like a few more drones are being produced, but I guess EvilZoe has lost a few of these drones. Also just been making structures, so that's actually kind of new. Its worker count. EvilZoe did seemingly hold off this attack. We got Lings going for a run by now, what EvilZoe does best. There's a Raven, though, tosses down multiple auto turrets. DominionDog has to pull back to deal with these Lings a little bit, it looks like, so that is going to give EvilZoe very, very precious time. It's still got a long way to come back economically in this match, though. It's producing 6 drones at a time, 36 workers to 65. That's scary. DominionDog has got a very high gas bank. It doesn't actually have that much production, as it's still playing with its original 3 racks, and so I'm not sure if it'll add on more of that. DominionDog just making more SCVs and command centers, getting lots of upgrades too, which is important. It may need more production at some point soon, though. Turrets going up at all the bases is good to see. EvilZoe has been given quite a bit of time, though, now up to 55 drones and rapidly growing off the back of all these hatcheries. That's a lot of larvae. And man, oh man, with that machine macro, you can squeeze out drones pretty quickly, but DominionDog may need to go for an attack soon to try and knock EvilZoe down again, or this game could become problematic. We are at least seeing more production go up for the Terran bot, so that's good to see. No siege tanks, notably, just bio with Medivacs to support, so looking like almost a normal Terran composition besides the Hellions that are mixed in. This is looking more like a campaign composition or something. Now, we do have that extra base getting up. No planetary fortresses yet, just orbital commands. DominionDog coming on in, moving across the map once more, doubling the supply of EvilZoe. EvilZoe is squeezing out Roaches, but down on upgrades. Drones are being targeted down with lethal precision by DominionDog, and looks like this hatchery will fall. EvilZoe's trying to squeeze out 11 Roaches, and it's got a good economy. It just needs to get out units to hold on now. Roaches are being caught. There is a big stim by DominionDog, though, and there isn't really too many Medivacs in position to help out. Lots of drones are being cut down, though. EvilZoe is running them away. That is a blow to the economy. Those bases are not mining. We've already seen one go down. That's going to be another dead hatchery. The Roaches are too scared to deal with this. I mean, DominionDog's up to 180 supply, so it is macroing like a machine and doing a good job of it. We're seeing more command centers go up. Seems the Hellions are assigned on defense mode for DominionDog, which is interesting and seems to be a cool approach. Though I'm not sure how well it would do against Roach harassment, but probably good against that Ling harassment. The Raven in the army is so huge, preventing units from burrowing and staying alive. EvilZoe's down on supply by a huge amount. And man, oh man, DominionDog, I think, may be winning its first game on the channel, which is pretty rare for bots. I'm just amazed that I haven't seen too much of DominionDog before, if ever. I honestly can't recall. And so this Terran bot is looking real good. And I think it's taken it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you made it all the way to the end of this video and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe, as I put out pretty much daily videos on the channel. Join the Discord if you want to hang out in the community. Leave a comment, leave a like, And if you do want to support this content, consider becoming a YouTube member. It goes a long way to supporting these daily casts. And I think it's safe to say I will cast another DominionDog game or two to see what else this bot has got. Because EvilZoe is just dead. I do like that it is a primarily bio bot, it seems, at least in TVZ. The Raven usage has seemed pretty good to handle the borrowed unit problem. And yeah, EvilZoe just in a rough spot. And DominionDog just going for the throat, and we'll find that last base. Everything's gonna die. That's gonna be it. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for tuning in.